Exercise 1.3.43 Marking out of simple development. Objectives: prepare development of cylinder in parallel line method. Prepare development of rectangular tray in parallel line method. Mark out the flaps for hemming.
Job sequence. Check the size of the sheet metal workpiece as per drawing using a steel rule. Flatten the sheet metal piece on the dressing plate using a wooden mallet. Develop a pattern layout for the tray, considering allowance for the flanges and single hem on sheet metal by geometrical construction method using a scriber, steel rule, protractor and divider. Cut the sheet metal as per the pattern layout from the given sheet metal using a straight snip. Fold 6 mm edges to make single hems on the 4 sides on the bar folder. Fold 15 mm sides at 60 degrees to make flanges on the 4 sides of the taper tray on the bar folder. Fold 46 mm 4 sides at 60 degrees as shown in the drawing using a triangular stake and a wooden mallet. The slant edges of the tray are soldered. Check the angle of the tapered sides using a 600 angle gauge and rectify if necessary. Taper tray. Objectives. At the end of this exercise, you shall be able to develop and lay out the pattern for a paper tray by geometrical construction method. Make a single hem on the edges and make flanges using a bar folder. Fold sides of the taper tray at 60 degrees using a pair of angle iron. Skill sequence. Preparing the pattern layout. Let us make the same job for better illustration. Calculate the developed length and the width of a rectangular paper tray. Given: base length is equal to 300 mm, base width is equal to 200 mm, flange length is equal to 15 mm, depth of tray is equal to 40 mm, angle of the sides is equal to 60 degrees. Let us take the single hem as 6 mm and calculate the slant height. AB is the slant height. Given AC is equal to 40 mm, sin 600 is equal to AC by AB. 0.866 is equal to AC by AB. AB is equal to 40 by 866. AB is equal to 46.1 mm. Let us take the slant length as 46 mm. Developed length is equal to base length plus 2 into slant height plus flange length plus single hem allowance. 300 plus 2 into 46 plus 15 plus 6 is equal to 300 plus 2 into 67 is equal to 300 plus 134 is equal to 434 mm. Developed width is equal to base width plus 2 into slant height plus flange length plus single hem allowance is equal to 200 plus 2 into 46 plus 15 plus 6 is equal to 200 plus 2 into 67 is equal to 200 plus 134, which is equal to 334 mm. Mark and cut the sheet metal to the size 434 into 334 mm. Draw the center line XX and YY for the length and width of the sheet respectively. Draw the base length and width at the center of the sheet metal workpiece, marking lines at 150 mm on both sides of YY and 100 mm on both sides of XX. Draw lines for 46 mm slant height of the four sides of the rectangular taper tray parallel to AB, BC, CD and DA as shown in figure. Draw lines for 15 mm flange and 6 mm single hem allowance on the four sides parallel to EF, FG, GH and HE as shown in figure. Draw lines at an angle of 30 degrees at points A, B, C, D at both ends of lines AB, BC, CD and DA as shown in the figure. Draw lines at an angle of 60 degrees at points I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P as shown in figure. Cut the unwanted portion of the pattern shown by shadow in figure. Single hemming of the four sides of the pattern. Fold the edge of the workpiece to approximately 90 degrees using a hatchet stake and a wooden mallet. Placing the workpiece vertically on the hatchet stake as shown in figure, increase the angle of bend by striking with the wooden mallet. Place a piece of waste sheet and flatten the edge as shown in the figure. Remove the waste sheet and edge down the fold by striking it with end-faced mallet in angular position as shown in the figure. Examine the edge for any gap between the edge and the surface of the workpiece. Similarly, make single hem on all the four sides of the pattern. Folding the four side walls to 60-degree angle, use a triangular stake with 60-degree angle and hold the pattern after hemming along the base dimensions of 300 and 200 mm and bend four side walls over the stake to form 60-degree angle, forming the flanges. Now, using a square stake or angle iron stake, bend the 15 mm flanges of the tray on all the four sides.